And then in 2016, I joined Lifetime and started doing those 60-day challenges. Mm-hmm. Didn't finish any of them.
Wow. Okay.
Stopped doing them. And then I guess last year I decided to do that first one in the fall and take it more seriously. Because I found the ones before, why I didn't finish them was because, we would have to do the weigh-ins and nothing would change. Mm-hmm. I wasn't seeing any progress. So last fall I did the first one with you. Started to see the change, but then I sort of hit that little bad spot just in life in general. And if I could get to the gym, that was a success. Mm-hmm. So I focused less on the challenge. But when I joined the spring challenge with you in February, that was the one where it's like, okay, I'm going to actually listen to you. Because I did see some improvement in the fall one, even though I had the month where I was had no motivation to come to the gym. So if I made it there, that was considered a win. So I did see some success, but it was the February one where I decided to really, you know what? It's the first time you said, let's count calories. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, let's do that. Because everything leading to that day, and I still feel the same way, was anyone that was trying to lose weight was always like, oh, I have to boil chicken and I have to eat this. And I'm like, I didn't want to have to change what I was eating. Mm-hmm. I didn't mind changing the way I eat, but I didn't want to go to eating all bland. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't think that was a great, you only live once and I'd like to enjoy my food.
Exactly.
So that was when I started using that app, because like most people, I didn't think I ate a lot. Mm-hmm. But when you started counting the calories, it didn't take long to realize that you eat more than you think you eat. And I remember that and you probably remember this too. The first week I was miserable, absolutely miserable. I was so hungry. And then I think the second week I realized I could no longer afford my ice caps. Those 150 calories. There was no room for them.
Yeah.
So, but so I gave it up and I switched to sugar-free iced coffees made with milk. Mm-hmm. And that's when, after that first month, it started to click. And I started to see the weight coming off. And then I wasn't so hungry. And then it was my goal to try and be 100 calories underneath my target. And so that was February. And I would say by May, it was pretty much a routine. I didn't have to think so much anymore about my calories. I knew what I could eat and what I couldn't eat. And, if I knew I was going to go out for dinner or go out for lunch that day, I just compensated for it elsewhere. And I still do that. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I knew I was going for a really big burger. Mm-hmm. And for breakfast, instead of my normal bacon and eggs or my smoothie, I had my protein shake. So I still got my protein shake in, but I didn't, I just adjust. Mm-hmm. So now it comes more naturally and I don't count the calories anymore. So every once in a while I'll audit it. But in general, mm-hmm. I don't do it on a daily basis. But in the beginning, you have to do it on a daily basis to mm-hmm. understand where your calories are coming from.
Yeah, I think that underscores a really good point. It doesn't have to be a final technique. You can always evolve like it has for you, where now you just use it more as an audit every once in a while to make sure that you're still on track. But for the most part, you have it almost ingrained. You're intuitively doing it now.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And I don't, I never wanted to deny myself anything
Mhm.
because, like I said, you only live once, and I want to enjoy my life. And if I want to have a piece of cake, I can have that piece of cake.
Mhm.
Um, but it's all about moderation.
Of course.
And, like you talk about the 80-20, it's like be good 80% of the time. And then the 20%, you can have your cheat moments.
Yes.
And and that's the thing. It's little things where, I will have a chocolate every day. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
And it's just, it's okay. But yeah, I found the right balance now
Mhm.
where, it's intuitive, like you said.
Right. I love that. I love that it's 80-20, it's intuitive. You're enjoying your life. That's very important. You have sort of the flexibility with tracking too.